Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of January 31st. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aries, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that person is not me, they are impersonating me. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's see what we have here for you, Aries. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So let's get all the cards out here for you and see what we have. All right, we'll make sure everything's in view and we'll get right into it for you. All right. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the 10 of Pentacles, really nice card to find here for you on the bottom. So this is all about, this represents the full sort of reward at the end of the tunnel, or the reward at the end of the rainbow that you get for going through the entire suit of Pentacles. And so it talks about cashing in potentially, or acquiring some new type of abundance in your life. It's a big energy of harvests here, as you see the chest symbolism with the pentacles in them, right? But it says, again, there's some time and work and energy and effort that you've put in through this, because this is the last card, right? This is number 10 out of the 10 out of 10 in the suit of Pentacles. And so, when you get this, you can expect to see potentially some sort of harvest reaping, or some sort of maybe a financial situation coming around, success generally. It can also represent like building a legacy, in your life in some ways. And so you may be thinking about like where to put your money, how to handle your money, like what you can do to set yourself up for future years, not just now, but 10, 20 years, or maybe even your children and your grandchildren and things along those lines. Coming up with a big strategy here and executing on that to build your legacy. And so some of you may be really thinking about the future here as it relates to your financial situation, but it can also just really represent a big abundance in your life. And remember, abundance is just your ability to receive. So for some of you, that may be a relationship. For others of you, it may be a higher paying job, moving to a new place, a good social circle. Whatever abundance means to you, that can be referred to in the 10 of Pentacles meaning. So really love to see that. Always a good sign. Taking a look here, in the middle, you have the Queen of Wands. Now, Aries, this could be you showing up. Does not matter what gender you are. These are just masculine and feminine energies. And so this could certainly be you showing up here with this energy. But really, on a bigger note, the Queen of Wands is all about being your authentic self and being the truest version of who you are, not trying to be anybody else. And that's what makes the Queen of Wands so attractive. It can be said that this is a card of attraction, and not just in romantic situations, but also in financial, in work, in job, in career situations. Queen of Wands is extremely attractive because they are so authentic and they are the truest version of themselves. They're not trying to be anyone else. They're bold, they're courageous, and they also are capable of handling and juggling all the tasks and the priorities here at this time. So really nice sign here. You're attracting something, okay? You're attracting something into your life. Now, in the past, you have the King of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. So this King of Swords can represent a Libra, but it can also just represent, it's Libra energy. It's the energy of like divine law and order, the scales, anything like that. But really, it can also just talk about that you may be thinking about how you can act with authority over something. You may be looking at taking leadership over yourself or over a project or something like that with this King of Swords. It can also say that perhaps At this time, you may want to reach out to a subject matter expert, somebody who really knows what they're talking about, to help you give you unbiased advice. Again, this person will not take an emotional interest in you if it's in a career or like a general life situation. Instead, they'll really help you out in some ways and help you get from point A to point B when you get that King of Swords energy. So moving forward here, you also have this Seven of Pentacles, which is about, long-term investments paying off here. You can see this is even more so than the Ten of Pentacles. You know, the Seven of Pentacles coming before the Ten of Pentacles is sort of like profit taking, or maybe even cashing in. As you see here, they're looking at the harvest that they have built, that they have grown for a long time. And they have their basket here. They're ready to harvest, right? They're ready to harvest. And they're thinking to themselves, do I want to take what I have now and move in a new direction? Okay, they're looking out to the distance and saying, man, I've been on the farm forever, or I've been in this place forever. Do I want to go see the world? Do I want to go to a new place? Do I want to go move to the big city? Do I want to go start a business? Whatever it may be, they're thinking towards the future here. And it can talk about this, using this harvest that they have to make that happen. Now, obviously not financial advice, but there is, I don't know, I wonder if there's like something around profiting or something like this here going on. You also have the Three of Wands in the past, which is growth and expansion, taking something to the next level, looking out to the horizon, looking out to the distance, and also thinking about travel here. Kind of getting that faraway look in your eyes. Similar to the Seven of Pentacles here. I don't really associate this with travel, the Seven of Pentacles, but they also it could be said that they have that sort of faraway look in their eyes. And I get the sense that maybe some of you are just you've been spending time like really looking out to the distance here, and maybe even just being rational here with that King of Swords energy around that move. So yeah, definitely like to see that. But in the middle, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. So that's your current situation. So we talked about how you're attracting something into your life here. And, this has been, this has required you to be courageous in this next step, in this move that you're taking here. As you look to the future and you look to the horizon here with the Strength card, it's all about willpower as well. And, having like overcoming obstacles, overcoming difficulties in your life, and overcoming challenges. And, really, it's like the energy of energy, right? It's having the power to do something and the power to overcome an issue or outlast the competition in a way as well. And so, I feel like some of you are really making a bold step here, making a bold step in a new direction. You have this Three of Pentacles, which is all about reward and recognition for a quality job well done. Can also represent your teammates, your team environment, teamwork, anything like that. But you can see that they are a builder. You can see the anvil in the background, the mallets. They're holding up their creation. And so it says that maybe you have a special talent or a special skill in some ways here that you're able to use to attract, just like the Queen of Wands. So in the future, you have the Eight of Wands, the Moon, and the Two of Pentacles. So this Eight of Wands is quick moving event or a swift action that leads to a positive news or a positive outcome in your life. Very good card for me. I really like this. It's the feeling of getting unstuck. It's accelerated motion. It's things moving in your life. Could also represent long distance travel, potentially here with this Eight of Wands. Messages coming in from a distance, phone calls, emails, texts, letters, anything like that here, connecting on those ideas. So you also have this Moon card, which is about potentially, it's interesting. This can represent a fear, subconscious fear, something not being as it appears, something like that going on here with this Moon energy. But it's also like a card that really tells you to be careful of emotionally charged situations, because it says that maybe there's something that's temporarily going on, but it comes and goes like the phases of the moon. So be careful of emotionally charged situations, especially with that Eight of Wands. Like maybe be careful of emotionally charged phone calls with that Eight of Wands. Like definitely feel that for some of you, like a heated exchange on the phone or something like that, or text or something like that. I would be careful about that. You also have this Two of Pentacles here, which is juggling or fluctuating wealth, or maybe even weighing options, weighing decisions, ruminating, going back and forth. I do feel like some of you are ready for an increase in whatever form that may take. It'll be different for everybody here. But let's go ahead and see what else we have. Let's start to clarify. Looks like we have the cards we want here. But if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe, and feel free to check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So you had 4 cards here that came out right away. So taking a look here, you have Broken Arrow, Embrace the energy of peace, as well as Eagle, See from a higher perspective. So I do feel like maybe you've spent some time here kind of perched on your ledge here, kind of looking out to the distance, trying to figure out, trying to gain a new perspective, trying to understand something at a deep level. You have this Air Guardian, Shift your perception, wow, as well as Star Ancestor, Follow the voice of your soul. So yeah, there is absolutely a perception shift here going on, and it could mean that somebody even like it could be because of like a meeting with somebody or a conversation or something like that with somebody that you had here in the past. And yeah, I feel like some of you are really acquiring a new understanding right now at this time. And I think at the end of the day, the important thing is with the Follow the voice of your soul and the Queen of Wands, you're going to get the outcome that is meant for you by being the most authentic version of yourself here with that Queen of Wands in the middle. So let's see what else we have here. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, no doubt. Compromise. Okay, Scales energy here now showing up with the King of Swords as well. And then Romance. Meditation brings answers. Wow. Could mean that some of you are maybe, I was not getting a whole lot of love energy, but it could mean that some of you are like going through changes in what it is that you want in love, or the needs, like getting your needs met or something like that through a partner or through a potential partner or something along those lines. Yeah, some of you may be making changes in the way that you view relationships as well here at this time. Let's go ahead and see what else we get. Let's pull some additional tarot cards to see what else wants to come forward here. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles again, the 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Really reaping your harvest here in the past. Really, and it's not just reaping your harvest, but it's using that to move into a new phase of your life. Like some of you may be like starting a business, some of you may be starting a new job, moving to a new location. Like you may be raising capital or raising cash or in some ways to like be able to move somewhere or get a new start somewhere, or just get a new start in your life. Because the thing is, the 4 of Wands, it is a card of marriage, but it can also be a card of new starts, because when you get married, that's a new start in your life, right? You move from being engaged to being married. And it's also a new start with somebody else, like moving into a new phase of your life with somebody else. And so it can just represent new starts as well. It also can represent foundations and achievements, stability, structure, things along those lines. So it's like some of you, whatever move you're making here is calculated. You might even be working with a financial advisor, or again, somebody who may be a subject matter expert at this time. This could be very well be about taxes as well, for whatever reason. You have the 3 of Cups, which is all about like allowing yourself to connect with joy, okay? Not forgetting to enjoy life a little bit here at this time, as well as you deal with, whatever's going on here. So let's see here. You have the 9 of Wands, you have the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. So I have to say a lot of Wands here showing up. A lot of Pentacles as well. We have some Cups, but mostly Wands and Pentacles here. So, Wands is all about enterprise, business, your career, passion, inspiration, getting fired up, things along those lines. And, I do feel like there's new energy coming into your life here, Aries. It's also just you as a fire sign as well. The 9 of Wands here is maybe about like feeling reserved, feeling timid, feeling shy, but it can also represent holding on too tightly. What is the term that I'm looking for? Resisting. Yeah, it can represent resistance here, as you see this person sort of clenching the wand very tightly here, resisting something. Okay, going against the water, going against the current, and it may be a time to just allow everything to happen. The Seven of Wands represents standing your ground, which I see you doing, especially with that Queen of Wands here, doing what you know is right for you. You also have the Five of Cups. There could be something here that there may have been an emotional difficulty here that you're looking to overcome with the Strength card below. So, yeah. Let's see what else we have. We have the Temperance card, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Wands. All right, so the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy. It's another fire energy here, right? So we have all these fire cards showing up. And, the Temperance card talks about patience, balance, moderation, all things in, what is good things happen in time is kind of what I'm looking for there, or all things in time, or whatever that saying is. And it's really just also a nice card of healing. It's a card of like mixing and combining energies, alchemy. And so it's a really nice energy. Can represent soulmates as well, as you have the Knight of Cups below. And this Romance card. So some of you could have a deep connection with somebody here showing up in the future. But you have that with the Moon. So it's almost like there's like, it's almost like opaque, like something's like not completely, like it's not clear right now on that situation's not completely clear at this moment. You have the Two of Wands as well, which is all about like planning, preparation, discovery, going into those sorts of things. Maybe a choice between two options or people or paths or situations as well. And you have this Five of Wands on the bottom, which is maybe like sparring or bickering or arguing with somebody again. I don't know why, but there's something around like maybe just being careful about a phone call or a text exchange or something like this. Just ask yourself if that's what you really want to be taking on at this time energetically, So yeah, I would say protect your energy here at this moment. So you have something big here. Let's see what else we have. Occupation, mature man, house, mature woman, courtship, privileged lady. Interesting. Mature man, mature woman counterparts with courtship. Some of you could be finding a long-term partner. It's almost like maybe one of the two of you, whether it's you or this other person, there may be another person in the mix here. Something like that. But yeah, I don't know. That could certainly be the case. This is not really a love reading, but yeah. I also just feel like this could also just be a wealthy partnership as well, showing up here. And I do feel like it could be very long term. It just may mean that some of you are working through something. One of the two of you are working through something, or maybe both, but there's definitely interest here. There's definitely interest. Occupation is with house, some of you really, like, I don't know, there's something around like an investment related to your job or your career, or the investment you've put into your career or your job here really paying off in the future. So really love this energy. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a great day. I will see you in the next reading.